Hey, what's going on YouTube? Back with another video on my girl Fantasia. Now, the definition of, for one, I really like the artistic album cover, okay? It's very, it really stands out. It's very free. And you can just tell that when Fantasia did this album, she was at a free stage. She was very free when she did this album. She just didn't want to add too much. She just did what she thought came to her, what she thought came to her, and she put really. You can tell she put her heart into it, even though she took a different approach as far as music choice. I can honestly say that this is not my favorite Fantasia album, but you can get a different feel of Fantasia and her voice and her vocals as you hear it. And guys, it's not the best. I'm not gonna say I like the whole album, but she really added a different flavor to it. She added more like a pop feel with a soul feel with a blues feel kind of, and with a little gospel. So it's kind of in between. It's kind of on in between it's in the middle. It's in the middle. She didn't go too overboard with it, even though I love her last album. The Side Effects of You is just still one of my favorite CDs by Fantasia. That whole album, I love that album. Okay, that album is just amazing. This album, it'll have to marinate on people who don't like it at the first drop when they listen to it. But I really like it. She kind of gives me on this album a little bit of. She kind of got a little country flavor. She kind of gave me a little Tina Turner, Patti LaBelle, a little bit in some of the songs. She has 11 tracks. Okay, the first song, Crazy, I was definitely feeling it had this nice guitar riff that was kind of giving me a little Stevie Nicks. It just sounded very familiar. Um, it starts off different, and then it's kind of got a little beat that kind of goes on in the middle of it. She's basically, she kind of she kind of went on into her rock ish on here. I'm gonna tell you something. I really like this song. Okay, I think that this is probably a song that I could probably listen to over and over. She really was just saying on the song basically that I'm crazy and I'm looking for somebody crazy to be with. I'm ready for somebody who's crazy to match my crazy. Basically is what she's saying. She's got a loose screw in her head and she's willing to wild out basically with the person that she wants to be with. Is what I'm feeling on the song. I like the song. I like the guitar riff, the beat. It's old school. It sounds very 70ish, but I like it. I think I was given the chance and I like it. The second song is No Time for It. This is a typical Fantasia sound, okay? Now I like this song. I like the melody of it, and I just like the message she's basically saying. She don't got no time for the haters. Basically, she doesn't have no time for people trying to put her in a box when she's already that girl. She got swag, okay? And she do get swag, okay? Fantasia, she's about that life. She's one of the greatest American idols, and I really like it. I think that she did an amazing, phenomenal job with that song. Amazing. So Blue. Okay, she just in the blue on this song, and I like it. It's kind of gives me a little It just has a very. I'm so blue, so blue. It's very old school. It gives me just a 70s, 80s vibe, and it just kind of sounds a little like Patti LaBelle, just a little bit, and I like it. I think it was different. I really had the time to listen to it. I think it's probably one of my first favorites on the album. Okay, I really like that song. Four, When I Met You. Okay, this is another song that kind of gives me a little Patti LaBelle. It just has a very old school Anita Baker type Patti LaBelle type feel to it, and I was definitely feeling it. I just think that she really, really put her all into the song. It's a great soul R&B feel to it that just really, really just, and I like it. It's very dope. Is I'm feeling it. I'm definitely feeling it. So she did her thing with that. When I met you, that's number 4. Number 5, sleeping with the one I love. This video. Let me tell y'all something. When the BET Awards came on and I seen the video, me and my auntie was just wow. We just really we was out our seat. We was like, gone fantastic. She was giving me this jailhouse confessions. She just basically saying this dude is dangerous, okay? And she's in love with this dude. She's sleeping with the one she loves. Nobody else is gonna have him. And she's just really, she kind of went to her jazzy type of feel on that on sleeping with the one I love. It's just amazing. It's probably one of my favorites. Even though it's very, very old school, it's still amazing. I really, really like it. I think it's dope. Stay Up featuring Stacey Burns. I think it's very, very different. It has a Stacey Barth type of flavor to it. It doesn't really sound like a Fantasia song, but I like the fact that she did try something different. It kind of reminds me. It just kind of has a old school '80s sound to it, and I don't really remember who it sounds like, but it sounds very familiar. Stay up as best as you're saying. Just if you get your head down, stay up. It's a self help type song. Okay, then 7 was my least favorite song on the album. It's okay, but it just wasn't. I just really wasn't feeling it. I mean, I know, I know where Fantasia is coming from. She's coming from a deep perspective, on the song, but it was just not my favorite. It kind of had a country feel to it, and I really wasn't feeling it like that. Number 8, Wait for You was kind of giving me a disco flavor. It kind of had a little Diana Ross flavor to this one. A little I kind of had an old school Diana Ross, Patti LaBelle type feel to it. I was definitely kind of feeling it a little bit. I won't say it was my favorite, but it was cool. Now the next song 9 was a very beautiful song, Roller Coasters. She's basically talking about she's going through a lot of deep roller coasters, deep kind of like depression, and she's just want to spill it all out. It feels like she's going to roll. At the beginning of the song, I really really like when she did round and round, round and round, round and round, round and round. She kind of did a round and round. It just had a very I like it. The beginning of it was dope. And I really really like Lo Black kind of did a little rap on there. It was cool. Lonely Legend. Lonely Legend was giving me Miss Tina Turner. I don't care what nobody says. This had a I can't stand the rain against my window. It just kind of was giving me Tina Turner. This was all Tina Turner right here. This was just this was Tina Turner mixed with a tiny bit of Patty, but this was just giving me Tina Turner all through. Lonely Legend. I don't know if it was a cover song, but it was just when she just her voice, it scared the living crap out of me. I said, is this Tina Turner or is this Fantasia? So she really, really tried a pop flavor with a dish. She really tried a different approach with this song. It just really, really had a Tina Turner. When I was listening to this, I said I couldn't tell. She just was hitting all Tina's notes on this one. This just had a funky type of Tina Turner sound, and I just liked it. Okay, I thought it was different. I Made It featuring Ty Tribbett. Let me tell y'all, the turn up gospel man himself, Ty Tribbett. Okay, this song was okay, even though it's a very healing song. It's talking about the Lord. I like it, but I just don't think it was my favorite on the album, even though I do think it has a great message because, Fantasia has been through a lot throughout the years. This is her 5th studio album. I personally feel that this is her Velvet Rope, okay? Usually when you get to like the 5th or 6th album with the girls, They, you know, they always have that one album that they dedicate to themselves, and it's self-help for them. So I think that even though it's her fifth album, you know, as Janet did it with her six albums, the Velvet Rope, I think that she did it with. I think that Fantasia did it with hers. The definition of. So I'm basically saying this is the definition of her. You know, that's why when you see the album cover, you see the definition of, and then at the bottom you see Fantasia. This is the definition of Fantasia. Okay, she wants. She was giving people a different perspective of what goes on in her life, and she put it as this is the definition of her. You know, all these songs speak of different definitions of her. You know, about love, about how she's feeling, about how depressed she is, and I think that she really really did a good job. I want to compliment her on that, even though it's not my favorite. I still have some songs on here that I will ride out to, but she took a direct approach. She did her thing. It's out. You can buy it in stores. Just support Fantasia. If you are real Fantasia fans, just check it out. You are going to like it. You know, it's different. You know, it's not the typical Tasia sound, but it's Fantasia, you know. So this is Forever Brandon TV. I hope you guys enjoyed this review as much as I enjoyed doing it. Uh, I thought that it was it was good for me to take a different approach and do something different, you know. And Fantasia album really did do it. It really was. I mean, really, it's out. So just buy it. This is Forever Brandon TV signing off. Deuces, comments below. Tell me what you think.